Throughout the state of Missouri, public transportation serves a vital link connecting communities, people, and possibilities. Missouri transit providers serve every county in the state, and riders use transit service for work, healthcare, education, entertainment, recreation, and personal errands. Beyond the connections it provides, transit is also delivering on a promise to Missourians, a promise to promote jobs, equality, and stronger economies. In 2019, Citizens for Modern Transit, in partnership with AARP St. Louis and the Missouri Public Transit Association, commissioned an economic impact study of public transit in the state of Missouri. Here's just a few of the highlights. Across the state, 34 different providers serve the transit needs of Missourians. Put together, these agencies spend $675 million each year on operations, capital improvements, and payroll and other compensation for their 4,500 employees. On average, more than 60 million rides are taken on transit each year in Missouri, the equivalent to nearly 10 rides per state resident per year.
You can go all over on public transportation. Let's face it, eventually some people won't drive or won't want to drive, so it's a convenience as well.
It's pretty convenient. It
It's
saves
helpful.
me on gas, a lot on gas.
Riders save money on car maintenance and can skip the additional cost of parking. They can also save on other costs such as health care, thanks to the additional exercise they get from walking before and after each ride. As a result of this savings, riders spend an estimated average of about $10 per ride on goods and services when they get to their destinations, generating another $600 million in economic benefits across the state.
As a mostly car-free commuter, I choose to go to a lot of businesses that are right along MetroLink or a good bus line.
In total, transit provides a direct statewide economic benefit of $1.28 billion each year. But that is just where the impact starts. The money that agencies spend within their respective communities to support their operations and capital investments, along with the direct spending by employees to support their households and the spending of transit riders upon reaching their destinations, has a multiplier effect. This spending triggers another $2.4 billion in statewide economic activity, including more than $1 billion in added household earnings for Missourians. These indirect benefits support 24,680 jobs across the state, with an average salary of more than $30,000 per year. Altogether, on an average annual basis, spending by the public transit industry, its employees, and riders in Missouri supports 29,180 direct and indirect jobs and $3.67 billion in economic activity. But beyond the dollars and cents, transit also provides many other economic benefits throughout the state, including increased accessibility to employment and retail for people of all abilities, greater equity in access to education and health care, reduced parking needs for employers, increased foot traffic for street-level businesses, higher property values, and decreased isolationism.
We need public transit. We have to have public transit. We need to get people to jobs. We need to connect folks to loved ones, and we need to connect folks to play. And public transportation is a great way to do that.
We deal with transportation issues on a daily basis. We have many patients who express the need for transportation for follow-up care to primary care providers, dialysis, specialists, and it really impacts their access to health care. All patients have the right to have access to transportation for medical care to address their most basic health care needs.
Well, transit is just vital to get people to work, not only for their jobs and being able to advance in their careers, but for their education. Without public transportation, many of our students just couldn't attend school. They certainly couldn't work. They couldn't get to their jobs. Many of our students both attend the college and work simultaneously, so it's just critical from any aspect of what it means for Missourians to be able to have access to transportation.
Public transportation is making a positive impact on the economic vitality of Missouri. Yet, there is a distinct lack of support from the state when it comes to transit funding. In total, the state of Missouri collects an estimated $48.8 million in taxes per year thanks to the economic activity and job creation provided by transit. But The state only allocates $1.75 million per year for transit, or 34 cents per resident. Despite the lack of state funding, transit continues to deliver on its promise to promote stronger economies, but the impact could be bigger. Transit is a proven investment, and any increase in state support would yield incredible returns, providing benefits to the economic well-being of Missouri and all Missourians.
Transportation, like energy, is foundational to our way of life. Access to transportation is a critical component of economic opportunity. In addition to the energy our companies provide, Ameren is also dedicated to powering the quality of life through economic development and community partnership. Not only for our coworkers, but for all in our region, we strongly support access to and investment in transit.